All right, we should be streaming live here. Hello world, how's it going out there? My name is Bliss and I'm an engineer at Neuralink. And I'd like to introduce you to the first ever user of the Neuralink device. And I think you're my only telekinetic friend that I have.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, not many more of those out there. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Nolan Arbaugh. I'm 29 years old. About 8 years ago, I was in kind of a freak diving accident and dislocated my C4, C5. So I'm a complete quadriplegic. So I'm paralyzed from below the shoulders. I have no sensation or movement below my level of injury, so below my shoulders. Yeah, that about covers it, right?
Do you want to introduce some of your dogs here? Let me flip
Yeah,
the camera so you guys
absolutely.
can see. We got dogs all over the place.
Yeah, that's Montana. The one walking by is Grace. Gracie!
Gracie, come here.
Hi, Grace.
How's it going, Gracie? Yeah. All right.
This is what people do.
Yeah, they just here for the dogs. All right, yeah, so while he's been introducing himself, let me just flip the camera on so you can see what Nolan's been doing.
Yeah.
Let me come over here. Do you want to explain a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah, so I love playing chess, and so this is one of the things that y'all have enabled me to do, something that I wasn't able to really do much the last few years, especially not like this. I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain. If y'all can see the cursor moving around the screen, that's all me, y'all. It's pretty cool, huh?
Actually, can you pause the song just for the audio coming through? And that was also done with your brain?
Yep. It's all brain power up there.
Can you explain a little bit just to people who maybe don't have any context on this field or what's going on here? Yeah. How are you able to actually move the cursor?
Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating, like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward, back to move. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on a cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to. Which was such a wild experience.
This guy wants to know if you feel like a wizard.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It really is. It's so cool. I'm so freaking lucky to be a part of this and stuff. I mean, every day it seems like we're learning new stuff, and I just can't even describe how cool it is to be able to do this.
Do you want to briefly talk about a little bit, I guess, what have you been using this for outside of these sort of research sessions, or when you're just playing chess? What are some of the things you've been getting value from this from?
Yeah, so one of the first times y'all gave me complete control over this, I actually stayed up until, like 6 a.m. playing Civilization 6. It was it's a big game, and the amount of as much as I wanted to. And y'all gave me the ability to do that again, and I played it for, I know, right?
Maybe for the audience who isn't super familiar with assistive technology, why couldn't you play Civ before? What was tricky about that, or what was it about the Neuralink that made that possible for you? Yeah,
so one of the big things, honestly, was that I think I just got checkmated. The only way I could play it was through pad, and that didn't allow me to play online at all, so that kind of sucked to begin with. But
Would you play that like at 2 a.m. before, or what was the?
Oh no, there was no way. There was no way for me to do that. Because when I'm sitting up playing on, say, like my iPad or something, I need complete help from, say, my like parents or something to do it, and I just didn't have that capability to like keep them up all night. That's just not something I would ever want to do. So basically, I would have to go down when everyone went to bed in my house, my brother, my parents, something like that. And then on top of that, I can only play for a few hours at a time because, I have to worry about pressure sores and stuff. I have to be readjusted. I have to do weight shifts, things like that. Just things that come with being a quadriplegic and stuff. So it just wasn't really feasible for me to play a full game or anything. And now I can literally just lie in bed and play to my heart's content. Honestly, the biggest restriction at this point was having to wait for the implant to charge once I used all of it. So play for 8 hours, have to get off and let it charge for a while, and then hopefully be able to play some more. But it's been awesome. It's been so cool, and I'm kicking ass too. So
in this chess game too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm gonna win this chess game, but we'll see.
And then maybe just one final question. Your mom was showing me a bunch of pictures of you in different Halloween costumes over the years. It's something that you go nuts on. So now that you have actual, force control over stuff, I guess that opens up the possibility space there a bit. What are you thinking to dress up as this year?
I mean, something my friends and I have been wanting to do for a while. I think I'm going to be Professor X. I think that's pretty fitting. Not only because he's in a wheelchair, and I think that just obviously fits perfectly, but now I'm actually a telekinetic, basically. Yeah, and so it's going to be cool. It's going to be real cool. My friends and I are really excited about it.
You're going to freak people out when you play trick or treat.
I know, right?
Okay, I think that's it for today.
Some issues already wanted to easy make this.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna end here, but we're gonna plan to release more in the coming days. So if you want to stay in touch with what's going on here and hear more from Nolan and his work, just follow along here on Twitter. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. See y'all later.
Bye.
Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. The name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And real quick, man, I'm a little stuffy. My nose, my allergies is killing me right now. So, but I knew when this came out, I was gonna have to jump on it. All right. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to you sincere brothers and sisters out there that's teaching or that believes in this truth. And in this article, it says technology. Elon Musk unveils clip of his first human patient implanted with Neuralink brain chip using telepathy to play chess on computer just by thinking. All right, and that's what you were looking at in the beginning. You had this 29-year-old paraplegic who decided to take, to be the guinea pig really for that Neuralink technology, which is the MOTB. Okay, where they want to put this technology inside you, okay, and further control you. Okay, and he's all psyched about it because he get to play video games and chess and stuff. But really, for anybody who took that, which, he appears to be an Edomite. But if he was a Jake, he would be definitely, destroyed in thermonuclear fire. But all Edomites will be destroyed anyways. But if he was a Jake, he would receive the death of a heathen. All right? Because at the end of the day, playing chess is not worth your salvation. But we know that these people, in particular, okay, are, going to be destroyed in mass numbers. All right, great judgment is coming. All right, and we were warned about this, starting when I had elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, and we've been warning you about this. All right, so now here we are seeing it. All right, we're seeing these things play out in the earth, and that's all through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. It says the disabled man who said he suffered a freak diving accident 8 years ago that left him wheelchair bound successfully played chess online using only his mind. All right, and this is the thing, because this is what people who had these accidents or were born particular ways, they're all going to rush to take this. This is going to be the new thing. All right, the new big thing. All right, and we told you, okay, starting when I had elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, We told you this was coming. All right, so let's grab a few scriptures. I ain't gonna make this too long, but I knew I had to touch on this. Let's go right to the point. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "I will climb up to in the NLT. I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post. There I will wait to see what the Lord says and how He will answer my complaint." So, like, bear with me. Then the Lord YAHAWASHI said to me, "Write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others." And that's what we're doing. We're giving you a message from YAHAWASHI through His scriptures. All right, and we have to give you the correct message. So any camp that's telling you that the MOTB is not this technology, they're not carrying the correct message. They're not giving you the correct message. It says the vision is for a future time, which we are in the future. Okay, welcome to the future. It says it describes the end. So this is the end. We are in the end times, and it will be fulfilled. Okay, and it will be fulfilled. So this prophecy that was told to happen in an appointed time in the future, it will be fulfilled, and we see it being fulfilled right before our eyes. It says, "If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed." And that's what's happening now. And now it's starting to take place. It's not being delayed anymore. All right. And Nolan is one of the first individuals to receive this technology, but there will be millions more. It says, "Look at the proud. They trust in themselves, and their lives are crooked, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to the Most High." Right. And that's us. We're going to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai will preserve us. But these proud, wicked people out here, they're going to, do all these things through the technology and trusting in, this beast system, all right, which we are commanded not to do. All right. So let me go here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 13. "And He doth great wonders, so that He maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." And this is, Esau, predominantly America. This is what they did with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They got these dew weapons now where they can make fire come down from heaven. This man has received all kind of power, and his blessing was the sword. So he could do these things now. Okay, and to deceive. It says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." So he is deceiving these people by the means of these miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, because the FDA had to approve this. Okay, the FDA had to approve this. They had to get permission, and now that they got permission, this is going on. And I said whenever it came out, when they started showing videos, I was going to do videos on it. So here we are. All right, and they said that we're going to see more videos. All right, and these videos are going to entice other paraplegics and people with different issues to go and get it as well. All right. So he's going to deceive them with this. Okay. It says, "Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by the sword and did live," which was the Roman Empire. Okay, which is now being revitalized through the EU and NATO. Okay. And they're pretty much control of what goes on this earth and what is not allowed to go on this earth, because Esau has the power. It says that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is the new world order. Okay, they want to bring in a new world order that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And right now we're seeing this new world order speaking. Okay, and if you don't want to get down with this program, you will be ostracized from society. You will be outcasted, and eventually you will have a choice, either take this technology or get beheaded. All right. It says that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark or a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right. So this particular individual, and I'll kind of skim through because I want to see if they're going to show, his wound where he got that technology implanted that, but they didn't. It's probably all affected and stuff, but they ain't gonna show you all that. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So they're going to completely cut you out of the society if you don't, bow down to this beast system and take this technology. Everybody won't get it in their foreheads, Salakia. That would be a thing for like paraplegics and stuff. But they will most likely force people to get it in their hands. All right, whichever is your most dominant hand. Okay. It says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, so we covered into a time where we gonna see these things play out on the earth on another level, man. All right, and Nolan, this guy right here, is just the beginning of that. All right, he decided to take this just so he could play some damn chess. Let's go here. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they would know that a prophet have been among them. And there's a judgment for taking this, man. All right, which we are about to grab. There's a judgment for taking this. All right. It ain't like you're gonna be able to play chess into the sunset. No, there's side effects, and Nolan is about to find that out. Okay, as well as anybody else who take this. There are side effects. All right. So let's grab some of those side effects. All right. And you can't say that you weren't warned. Salakia. This is the ultimate side effect, okay, or punishment for taking this. Revelation 14, verse 8, it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And America's pushing its ways and philosophies to the whole world. They try to get the whole world to be like, many Americas, which is wicked. All right. Now, this individual, he said how he has to charge the brain implant. He said he has to charge the brain implant. All right. So he said, he plays games all night long until he has to charge it. And then he plays games again. All right. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture, which is going to be thermonuclear annihilation. Because you got China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. All these nations have nuclear missiles, and they're passing them around to these smaller nations, and they're all going to aim their nukes at America. All right, so when that nukes go off, if you have this technology in your body, you're going to be a number one target. Okay, not to mention, you got to imagine when this damn, when the Wi-Fi goes out, the lights go out, having that thing, you ain't gonna be able to charge that brain implant. And even when you do charge it, you're putting a circuit of electricity through your brain, bro. So who knows what that's going to do to you? Well, we know what that's going to do to you in the long run, but these people don't understand. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which means righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take that, you're going to be destroyed, in thermonuclear fire. Salakia. I knew it was coming. Salakia. I'm all stuffed up, but the word got to go out. I pray it's edifying to the hopeful elect, Salakia, for sneezing in your ears and stuff. But yeah, so when this does come to pass, everybody's gonna know, who the true men of the Lord were that was telling you about this. All right, and you will be destroyed for taking this in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb, which is the whole, the angels and YAHAWASHI, and the elect. They're going to be in the chariots watching this place be destroyed. And anybody who has this technology, you will be destroyed with it. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image and whosoever received his mark, the mark of his name. All right, so you ain't gonna have no rest, man. It says, here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahawashi. All right, so that's the whole point. You got to keep the faith, trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, and keeping His commandments to the best of our ability. All right, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yeah, saith the Spirit, because there's going to be much death. Esau's going to, kill some of us. Some of us may have to be martyrs. It says, and that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. So this work that we're doing is going to follow us, man. Okay. It says, that's the point on that. Let me go here. I want to grab this in the NLT. All right. It says, Revelation chapter 16, verse, I'm going to go to start at verse 1. It says, then I heard a mighty voice from the temple say to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out on the earth the seven bowls containing God's wrath. It says, so the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth, and horrible malignant swords broke out on everyone, on everyone who had the mark of the beast and who worshipped his statue. Okay, so which means the image. Okay, that new world order. Okay, a vow broke out, and these people, got malignant sores. All right, let's go on to this in the KJV. And the first went out and poured out his vow upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worshipped his image. All right, and let's go into this word malignant sores, because this is the fine print that Nolan did not read. Okay, in that agreement to take in that. All right, let's go here. All right, let's go to noisome. It says, of bad nature, kakos. It says, of bad nature, not such as to be ought to be, of a mode of thinking, feeling, acting, base, wrong, wicked, troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, baneful. Ooh, so there's some words right there for you. It says, properly, it says depraved, injurious, bad, evil, harm, ill, noisome, wicked. So it's going to be wicked sores on you people. Let's go back and go into this word for sores. All right. Which is pretty much a cancer. All right. Because they're going to up those frequencies on those Gwyn towers. And you people are going to be getting radiated from the inside out. All right. Let's go into this word sore. It says helkos. It says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. Okay, so if you take this thing, you're gonna get wounds producing a discharge of pus, which is an infection. Okay, that's a cancer. All right, and that's what this thing is gonna do, and that's why I was hoping that they showed the wound site, because yeah, you're able to play chess or whatever, but what's going on at the base of that wound, where they put that technology at? It's probably getting infected. They ain't gonna tell you all that though. All right, but this is just going to show that we are at the end, man. All right, I'm ready to close out. From there, let me go here. All right, you can go read the article for yourself. I was gonna go into it, but it's the video said enough, and we already know. We already know what this is all about. Okay, so you can't say you wasn't warned. All right, and if you take this, that's going to be your ass. It says, 2nd Ezra 15, verse 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You had this guy Nate, Bishop Nate from the IUIC. He said, ain't no microchips this June. Well, guess what? This June, you definitely gonna see microchips. Okay, this is gonna be the next big thing. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Lord is about to bring destruction upon this place, man. All right. And at verse 1, back to the point, it says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. That's what we were commanded to do. We ain't here to tell you about, keeping every law and, because really we can't. We keep it to the best of our ability. We ain't here to, talk to you about King David, what kind of shoes King David wore. We are here to prophesy. Okay, that's the main goal or the main objective of the men of the Lord is to prophesy. Okay, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the Lord put these words in our mouth. We didn't just jump up and say, I'm gonna be a prophet. No, the Lord put us here and has us doing this, man, through the Spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right, these are your end time warnings before destruction and hell does come. The Lord sets up prophets to the men of the Lord. Okay, so if I can grab that and I'll close out. Let me see. Let me see. Holy. Now I got it messed up. Let me see. So like you bear me 1 second. Because this is how the Lord speaks. He doesn't come down here. He's not gonna come down here and speak to you face to face. He's not gonna appear in the sky and talk to you in some profound voice. No, he speaks through the mouth of his prophets. Okay, and this is what we were commanded to do. We were called crazy, conspiracy nuts, all type of stuff for saying these things. But in these last days, you're gonna know who the men of the Lord were. Okay, here we go. This is Luke chapter 1. Verse 68, it says, Blessed be the Lord, Yahawah, or blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which hath been since the world began. So the Lord speaks by the mouth of his holy prophets, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of them that of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, an oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he will grant unto us, that we, be delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. And that's what we're doing. We're serving the Lord without fear, that we could be delivered from the hand of our enemies, because Esau is about to come down with wrath upon all of our people. Okay. It says, in holiness and in righteousness before him all the days of our life, and thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the world, before the face of the Lord, to prepare his ways. And that's what we're doing. We are preparing the ways of the Lord. Okay, ushering in his coming through prophesying. Scripture says the gospel must be preaching to the whole world, and then shall the end come. So this thing can't come until it's been preaching to the whole world. That's why you got brothers all over the world, and then we're on this internet. The internet does the heavy lifting, and it pushes this word across, the four corners of the earth. It says, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins, through the tender mercy of our power, whereby the day spring from on high have visited us, to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the way of peace. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, and was in the deserts till the day of his shewing unto Israel. All right, so that's the point. I pray you've been edified. I pray that this gives those of you that are in doubt a little more understanding of this technology, and that you repent. Do not take this, man. By any means, do not take this technology, because it's not looking good if you do. All right, with that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba Ball, double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom.